Oh, good morning, Mr. Dom. Ba-dum. Dom, good morning.
Morning, buddy. How you doing?
Good. There's a lot of creativity happening right now. Executing, getting stuff together. It's fun though. I mean, I like doing it. It's just a lot at the moment. And then, yeah, it's just balancing things out. The weekend's just tough. And I feel like there hasn't been like a complete day and a half of even just the parenting side and then that creative side. I feel like that creative mind as a parent is really hard. I don't know. Can anyone relate to, I mean, I feel like you, even looking at a project for a house and need to get creative and figure out what somebody wants. And like that creative mindset is hard to sometimes get into, but definitely hard to break out of. And so in a parenting moment, it's hard. Can you connect with me? Can someone just validate my feeling there?
Oh, I'm sure other people can connect with you. For me, I wouldn't go with the word creative, but the I think I'm in the same place right now with what my focus is, which is basically on like my routine and my health. And so I think that's why I kind of, maybe drop off when I drop off is because I I feel like I'm doing too much for myself and not enough for my kids, or I'll be short in some of those parenting moments with them instead of, you know, coming at them with patience and compassion and all those other things. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think I
you're saying
understand.
that.
I think I understand what you're going through. It's the word creative, you just change it with whatever is your focus and other things struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Parenting, marriage, your health. Like sometimes you're being too creative focused and then your health struggles.
Yeah, it
Okay.
definitely makes it more challenging. Look at this guy.
Morning,
Looks
Blaze.
like Blaze, you look like a Swedish skier ready to take on the Alps right now. This is amazing. Good morning, friend. Hold on. First of all, it's been on my mind, and I really want to make sure that everyone's okay. But more importantly, how are your pizza pets doing?
Oh man, they're doing well. There's a bomb that went off yesterday called the white pineapple, and it was supposed to wipe out like all the pizza pets that didn't apply lotion to protect themselves from the pineapple. But I don't have any pizza pets that have a white pineapple weakness, so I'm good. I'm good. That's where we're at.
Man, this pizza pet thing it has so much of my attention whenever Blaze is talking about it. It's like I feel like it's like another child. You're like taking care of this. It's a what's it called? What are they it's like a Tamagotchi, right?
Yeah.
But just a very expensive Tamagotchi.
Well, Ryan, I have 12.
Wow.
So
I
it's
hope
fun.
you're okay with it.
I'm glad it's only like 60 days. So, hey,
Oh,
bro,
interesting.
can you not play the piano for a little bit? Thank you. Okay.
Blaze,
Well,
I was taking a note from your I always appreciated that you put the date up, and I was wondering the other day, I was like, what do I feel like I'm missing? I was like, the date. So I put the date up today. Thought it was good. But yeah, couch question of the day. Guys, I'd love to know, because it's all related. What's one behavior in your kids that remind you of yourself? Guys, I have a reflection on it, but I'm curious. What are you seeing in your kids? What is it that you've seen recently from your kids that are like, whoa, I do that, and you just did that?
There's a couple of them for me. So I think I had written a response in your question yesterday about like the what habits your kids have, and I definitely see a lot of my sarcasm in my kids.
Mm,
A good amount of my like shortness, like how they kind of snap at each other or snipe at each other. But I also see a lot of humor in them, a lot of like fun and joy, and like, you know, the way that they kind of lighten up the moment, or they're ready to have fun or laugh. So they got both good and bad.
Yeah, I would say that I've been trying to push myself out of what my first thought is, and so because my first thought goes to like a food thing or a the easy things I can think about, but I'm really trying to kind of push myself out of that. And so I really thought about it, and I was like, okay, well, one thing in particular, I don't do this as much as I did when I was younger, but I recently saw my oldest. She started to mimic this one tendency of mine. And I don't really hate it, but I do understand how it can affect you in certain environments and certain relationships. And so it's a tendency to kind of like over apologize. And I saw it and I was like, wait a second, you didn't need to apologize for that. Like, that wasn't something you needed to do. Not that it was like affecting anything, but I was like, I wonder how that's going to affect her down the line. And so it was just a little bit of an eye opener, just because I didn't think that that was maybe something they were picking up on. I also didn't really realize it was something I still did a lot. I thought I kind of grew out of it. And I was like, oh, wait a second, you just did that. So it was just making me kind of reflect on not trying to pass that on, because when I was younger, whenever I would over apologize, I feel like I was taking the blame or helping someone else justify their action, kind of either against me or in a different kind of way. So that was one thing in particular. I'm like, okay, God, like, it's not horrible, but I could see how maybe it's not going to help in the future. So I'm going to try and be more aware of it. Blaze, anything from your side?
Hey, Brody, can you pause for 1 second? Sorry, there's a piano.
I know. I didn't want to push you.
But I'd say my sense of humor, but it's also like very, very silly. So that's where I'm at. What's up, buddy? All right. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Paul's comment made me laugh. His newborn child is picking up after him. Constant need for food, nap, and having to use the restroom. Love it, Paul.
If he's taught his kid how to use a restroom at this point, I'm incredibly impressed. There needs to be a book written. That would be great. And then we have Jason over here. Sense of humor, build, carries emotions like my wife. Yeah, there's a lot. I think definitely coming from there. Is there anything that you thought your kids would pick up from you, Dom, that they haven't?
That I thought they'd pick? No, because I don't know that I don't know. No, not really. I mean, I always hoped that they'd pick up my, sense of humor and, just love for the fun and like unseriousness, like I tend to be very, I tend to joke around a lot and not be too serious or let things get to me. Like, I do get frustrated and angry with certain things, but yeah, I really wish they would pick up my cleanliness. That would be great.
I was just gonna say the same thing. It's like, oh my goodness. And like, I don't know, I think I'm a pretty tidy person. But it's something where I'm like, is this like, do they not see that? Like, I just have my 3-year-old is just like throwing everything everywhere. And I can no longer be like, who do you think is going to have to pick that up now? I think she doesn't even care. There's no words that help that anymore. So it's okay. But yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I think they have to have real roommates, like real like non-family roommates, or like a romantic relationship, like before they get that, where they're living on their own, and a boyfriend or a girlfriend comes over, and it's like, oh crap, I need to clean.
my oldest daughter loves to plan a party. And she's really good at it. Like she's good at it, but I'm gonna say it's like she's really cute in how she kind of goes about executing it the whole time. And so I think I have to lean into that, and then maybe just like go in her room and like just toss things around, be like, yeah, what now? Have your friends over. So, but I don't think she'd really care at that point either. So,
Blaze has got a peekaboo in the background waving at us.
Blaze is always multitasking. It's very impressive. All right. Well, that's definitely something to take on. Is there something that I don't know? I don't even want to do that. This is where I would go with this kind of thing. I'd want to know because I love to ask questions. What's like a habit today you're going to try and model? It's a boring question, but what is something that you would do today that you would model? And I'm asking this because I know that I'm going to go into a really stressful day because I know Lauren's not going to be here. I'm going to have the two girls, and there's like a lot of emotions coming out right now with Sloan and some of her friends. And then I know that my youngest is going to want to tag along with Sloan as she's like dealing with these emotions and all these things. So like I'm trying to figure out how I can be proactive in this thought and have a conversation with them before like shit hits the fan. And so I'm hoping that's maybe something I can do today that they'll pick up on and be, okay, let's plan this out. Let's make sure we know that there is going to be some emotions and how we can kind of work around it.
So I'm in the same boat today. Heather's in California and I have the 3 kids and Luis is off today. And on top of that, Heather's supposed to go skiing with DeMille for the first time tomorrow. And they have the equipment. So I have to go pick up all the equipment that I'm not using today because I love my wife and it's a gift of service. And so I think we're gonna go. Who wants to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get egg sandwiches? See, we're gonna fill our bellies and then we're gonna sit in the store and not want to fight, right? Okay, here's your piano back. So family meeting, fill their bellies, and then bonus if you can clean something in the house. So when the wife comes home and she's like, wow, my husband's a superhero.
He is a superhero.
I feel like we can always step in for Blaze and give him all of these like words of affirmation just to make sure it's like, okay, which 5 words of affirmation statements can we give you right now so that you don't have to look to your wife for it because she's busy too, you know? So super dad, number 1. You are a super dad, Blaze.
Everybody in the chat, drop some words of affirmation for Blaze or hit him on the timeline later on. Love you, Blaze.
Be here so he can be like, I bet Blaze wipes his butt really well or something like that.
Be safe. I think I wouldn't put this. If someone be like, "Whoa," if someone paused that situation and I was where Blaze was, be like, "What is Ryan going to do with this piano right now?" That may be something I would end up thinking about doing. So
yeah, I would have at least said it, but he was on mute, so I can't confirm that he didn't say it.
Well, what I was saying was, when I was going like this, I was pretending to crash the car. Oh, no. Which only worked once, and then I told them I took the piano away that it needs to charge, but they know that it doesn't.
Skiing is so much. Skiing is such an intense thing. I'm glad that your wife is going with your daughter. It's expensive. There's so much that gets involved. Like I feel like people who end up skiing, most people are only like 65% comfortable as they're doing this activity. But we put up with it because it is good. It is fun. It's different. It's like it's a different environment. You're all bundled up. Like there's so many like sensations and feelings that are going on. I feel like when someone's getting ready to go skiing, it's a lot to deal with. So that's really cool. But you guys go up in the mountain? Dom?
Yeah, we do, and we love, like my wife and I love it, but the kids love it too. But going to what probably Blaze is going through is like it's like a once or twice or maybe 3 or 4 times a year for most people, and when the first time comes back around, it's like, oh great, all of our kids grew a couple inches and they don't fit anything. And so now we have to go to the store in December, January and get them new stuff. And yeah, it happens. It's almost like and I know this isn't something that everyone goes through. This is a Southern California thing. Like when it rains, we're like, oh crap, we don't fit in our rain boots anymore. Like for
Mhm.
our kids, because we don't wear them very often. Um, but yeah, that's definitely the tough part about skiing or snowboarding.
Yeah, because like Paul, I say that I love snowboarding, and I do, but at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm be like, "You're lying, Ryan. You're lying. Like you don't love it. You enjoy it. I don't love it. Like I don't love all the stuff, and then how much time it takes to get. It's just a lot. But like, I feel like this is probably the first year where like we realized that our girls really did grow like a bunch, and we're like, wait, hold on. This totally fit like this is too big for you last year. So now they're like
Yeah.
outgrowing the things that they had before. But yeah, so I love snowboarding. Oh, here's To the Moon. So To the Moon also is here. If you guys don't know, To the Moon, I got a bunch of these vibes. If anyone doesn't know, card game. I had Dom, I feel bad. Can I preface with this?
Yeah, of course.
I feel bad. So I was in, it was an emotional moment, but it was a very like quick thought and then took action on it. But I was like, Blaze, what is this vibes game people are playing with these cards? And I was like, do you want some cards? And so I quickly messaged Tom over at To the Moon. To the Moon is they're ripping these cards right now. But I was like, hey, can you send a box to me? And then I was talking with Blaze, and I was like, Blaze, why don't I send you half of this box, and then we can open it on stream, not really realizing like how much it doesn't fit into our morning discussion at all. And so we got to do it at some point though. But To the Moon, shout out, thanks, we got them, and we'll do it at some point.
That might have to be the comeback of Vino Dads.
It might, yes. I think that it would need to be. We were doing Vino Dads for some time. We talked to Jason yesterday about doing relationship kind of thing too, because it all is affected.
I got mine. Thank you. They're the best. Maybe Ryan needs to eat a spider.
What's that?
I think you said you were going to eat a spider and you ate gummy worms.
Yeah, the gummy worms it was probably the worst thing I've eaten. I don't know. The spider probably wasn't as bad. The gummy worms are really horrible. So I'm still trying to get over it.
Can I say one thing? One, losing gracefully is the reading day. And my kids struggle with this so much. Bryson, how do you feel about losing? Do you cry? Sometimes? Yeah, okay. Every time, I know. So trying to work on that in our house. And the other thing that I wanted to say was the new Wallace and Gromit movie on Netflix is so good. Go watch it with your kids this weekend, like nonstop laughs. And Ryan, the antagonist is a group of gnomes. So it's right up your alley. And I'm going mute now.
Blaze, I think when we first started some of these streams, he told us, I always love his shows, by the way, like the new kids shows, the new kids movies, because I think that we all need them and it's helpful. But one of the first streams, Blaze had mentioned a show. It was called, don't tell me, Blaze, you can stay muted. I'm going to get this. Something Dinosaurs, right?
It's just Good Dinosaur?
Good Dinosaurs? No, that was a movie, right? Wasn't Good Dinosaur a movie?
I'm pretty sure it's Bad Dinosaurs.
Bad Dinosaurs. So he mentioned he mentioned Bad Dinosaurs, and I was like, this is great. I needed a new show to watch with my kids. And Blaze was raving about it, and it was still good. So let me just say that it was good. But I turned it on, and I'm like, what is this? I first realized the dinosaurs don't talk. There's no dialogue whatsoever. But you can like know what they want, what the like dinosaurs wants. It's basically this like, you can't tell if it's a mom or a dad dinosaur, but they're missing their other parent. That's all we know. So then it ends up becoming something where there's three little dinosaurs trying to get through life, and like they go through these like crazy episodes of, you know, fighting other dinosaurs or trying to figure something out. But the first episode I watched with my kids, I kid you not. It was 80% of the whole episode of just one of the dinosaurs farting the whole time. And so it's like, what is Blaze? And I think my kids they're like, Dad, why are you making us watch this right now? And so I was like, what is it that Blaze really enjoys watching with his kids? But it ended up it was okay. But it was basically just an episode of a dinosaur farting, and I was like, what is this? But gotta go watch it. It's a good one. Any other shows that you're watching with your kids? We've been watching Wicked nonstop. My girl's been watching Wicked nonstop. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty good. I think actually, if no one's seen Wicked, the end of this first part of Wicked, the movie that just came out, I gotta say this. I honestly think that the end of this part 1 of Wicked is incredibly impactful. I loved the ending of Wicked. I think that it's something that I could probably watch to get myself warmed up for some sort of business meeting, taking on life in some sort of way. It's so inspiring. No? Anyone else? Give me a thumbs up on this.
I haven't seen it yet, but my girls have seen it.
You got to go watch it. I think the movie was done really well. I've cried. It's there. You got emotions, you got excitement. It's a big spectacle. There's dancing and there's singing. How could you not love this movie? My girls love it. So it's been good. I probably have not shown this much excitement to them, but that's only because they're watching it nonstop there. So Wicked has been really good.
We got another Turner in the house. All the Turners are here.
There's my little bro. Beast Games. I haven't watched any Beast Games, but Beast Games is taking over. Someone recently, have you watched Beast Games at all, Dom?
Yeah, I think we watched the first 3. We'll probably watch the 4th one today or tomorrow. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't mind it. I enjoy watching people do silly things, and then there's a lot of camaraderie and good sportsmanship going through it as well. So yeah, they're doing a good job. I thought it was really cool the way that they some of the stuff I don't want to spoil anything, but some of the stuff they did was a really cool use of technology or whatever.
Is it kid friendly?
Yeah, I think so. I don't as far as I know, most things that Mr. Beast does is kid friendly. Like, he doesn't curse a lot or anything like that. So yeah, and it's not scary or anything like that. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. What does this do if I put a star on something? What does this do? I don't know what it does. Start, because you can just go back to that comment then. Is that what that is? So I didn't know that, because I only see clips, and I saw a clip of there were these guys, 3 guys in a white room. They were stuck in there.
Yeah.
And then all the guys started crying.
Yeah.
Like men, because one of the guys handcuffed himself to the wall. And I was like, is this kid friendly? I don't know whether to bring Blaze back up or not sometimes, so we'll do this
without context. Yeah, that might be a little weird.
My goodness. This To the Moon. If you haven't been here that long, Blaze comes in and out. He comes in and out. He does his thing. We need him here. He's eating right now. He's busy, so he can take some away.
Yeah, like what Paul said. Beast Games, kids can watch. Squid Games, no.
Oh, Squid Games. I think I was trying to watch that last night. I think I'm on the 2nd episode right now. So
yeah.
See, that's going to be good. What else is happening this weekend for you? What else do we got to do? What do we got to know?
Some new garage ceiling racks came in, so I'm gonna try to put those in and continue this garage project next to me. So that's my main focus the next 2 days, but also want to get the kids to the park, because we didn't get that done yesterday, so I want to get them outside a little more today and tomorrow.
Wait, so what percentage of the garage gym is done?
I would say we're about maybe 50% there.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
Amy and I went through all the bins last weekend, and like we trashed a ton of stuff. Like she was like a machine just throwing stuff away. I was actually kind of blown away. I wasn't prepared for her to throw away that much stuff. So like I didn't like have any way to like bag it or contain it. And so on trash day, I like sat out there waiting for the trash guy to like reload the bins so that he'd take it all. And he did. So
yeah.
it worked out. So yeah, we have more to go through, more to trash, more to organize, and then the main thing we have to figure out is what to do with all the bikes and the snowboard and the little like electric motorcycle.
I want to know. Well, this is a big thing for you. So I think two things, right? You want to get your kids involved. I think in
Mm-hmm.
that fitness training side, but also something you were trying to do, or we were talking about at least, was bringing to the forefront of your life a little bit more of the things that you do inside these communities where you're so impactful and showing your kids what you're doing. Have you put more thought into that, even more than you did yesterday? Because you said that you talked with Amy about it, figuring out. Have you thought more, or is there action being taken on how you're kind of bringing yourself or those things in front of your kids more?
A little bit, but you know, their attention span is not quite on that right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, your brother got me with this question. But yeah, most of these I'm in the garage in the car. Sometimes I'm in the office, sometimes I'm somewhere else. But yeah.
The car situation, I think, is that's just life. We're just showing you life right now.
Yep.
Uh, Blaze is looking so into it. He's totally just locked in. Well,
Always.
yeah, car interviews are good.
I'm just thinking of my garage, man. My garage is a mess. I want to see Dom's. I saw Dom's garage. And I want to see more of it and be inspired.
I'll send you guys a video and upload it and all that stuff. I could probably do a before video and then hit my progress end of day Sunday.
I want to see it. I got to see it. How is how are the New Year's resolutions? I saw your checklist, Dom. Those are a lot of things. Are those all things that you're doing in one day? There were like
Mm-hmm.
15 things, right?
Yeah, every day so far.
How is it?
It's been pretty good. Like I said, I think it's pulling my focus a little more than I want it to, and I think that's always been the problem. But there's been plenty of days where I've managed to do it, and also we're just in I'm in a weird work week. You know, with the holidays being right in the middle of it and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of my team and my clients took the 2 weeks off, so it'll be interesting to see how next week goes, like the first real, you know, work week of the year, and plus the kids back in school, so like the vibe's different with the home life. So it'll be interesting to see how I can take it, you know, through the next couple of weeks. But the goal is, you know, the goal is to do it all every day, but I'm not, you know, not gonna not give myself a, you know, the ability to fail or not do a couple of them, you know, or half
Mm-hmm.
of them, and then not try again the next day.
What have you found to be the most impactful? Like, what are the top two that you felt like these are the two that are going to kind of set the stage for the day? It's going to set me up really well. If I do these, I'm golden.
I mean, the morning routine has always been that way. So the morning routine hasn't really changed. It's just about getting up and like getting out of bed and going and doing it, even if I'm at home. Like, so you guys know that Fridays and Saturdays, Sundays, like I do typically sleep in and I miss these calls. And so then my morning routine is bumped back a little bit. But you know, I got myself up today, got myself up yesterday, jumped in the car, did this interview as they're calling it, and then I just walk right out of this, and I literally just go on a, you know, yesterday I went on like almost a 4 mile walk around the neighborhood.
Oh, this guy. Take on.
And
Oh, goodness.
yeah, so it's been
It's
good.
tough, man. I definitely feel like that up at the same time every day. If I'm not doing that, I'm probably missing something, which is always tough.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're top of the hour. Any thoughts? Any last thoughts on today?
Go Blaze.
Have the best weekend. Hearts gratitude, Mugs coffee. Just gonna be a great day.
It is going to be a good day. One thing that I would love for you guys to always think about.
Yeah. What?
What would you say?
You said I want you to always think about, and then we couldn't hear you, and the music came on. Where is it?
Ah, this is the thing. I want the music to be something, but it just like overtakes everything. Ruined. All right. So anyway, what I was going to say is that I wanted you guys to think about something, reflect on how you show up for your kids today. I am saying this to ground myself. I want to guide my kids towards making sure that they are their best selves. But I think I have to start with improving some of my own. So today, I am going to be proactive and make sure that I'm going to plan out the day so that we don't get into moments of last second planning, because that's where this stress comes in.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it. All right, guys. See ya.
See you, buddy.
Goodbye.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Have a good day, couch.